Let me ask you something. How do you get your kids to go to bed early? Or convince your boss to give you a raise? Or a car salesman to lower the price? Often in situations like these, we find ourselves stuck and end up not achieving what we want. And even when we do succeed, it might come at the cost of leaving the other person feeling hurt. So is it possible to get what you want without causing harm to the other person? The answer is yes. In today's video, I'll share 5 key lessons from the book Never Split the Difference by Voss. As a former FBI hostage negotiator with 20 years of experience, these strategies have been thoroughly tested by Chris. I'm going to take a page out of his book and not split the difference either. I'm starting to get some really good views on this channel, but only a few subscribers. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the page. And let me know in the comments below which topic you want me to cover next. Before I share these 5 lessons, I need you to understand that life is simply about negotiating. All of our interactions, whether at work, at home, or among friends and business partners, boils down to one simple urge. We want something. It's either you want your kids to eat their veggies or you want your partner to go watch a movie with you. Whatever it is, your career, finances, love life, or your kids, it all depends on your ability to negotiate. And negotiation serves 2 purposes. 1 is to gather information, and 2 is to influence behavior. So basically, negotiation is all about gathering information from your opponent and using that information to influence their behavior to get what you want. How can you do this? Lesson number 1, listen. Imagine you want to convince your partner to go watch a movie. You already know what you want, but do you really know what your partner wants? Most of the time, we assume we already know what the other party wants and we try to negotiate based on that assumption. But that is the wrong approach. The first thing you need to do when negotiating is to forget about your assumptions and uncover as much information as possible. The only way to do that is to listen. Partners and business opponents end up engaging in screaming matches because neither side listens to the other side. Everyone wants to air their personal opinions and views, but a good negotiator understands that he can only get what he wants if he can identify what his counterpart actually needs. Most times, when the other person is talking, we tend to focus more on what we want to say instead of listening. But when you genuinely listen, you make it all about the other person, which validates their emotion and creates trust and safety for a real conversation to begin. Remember that negotiating is all about gathering information, but it's not enough to just listen to your counterpart. There is something more that you need to do that will make your partner spill more information. This is lesson number 2, mirroring. Mirroring is simply imitation. It's something humans do unconsciously that shows that they are bonding. In negotiation, mirroring is simply repeating the last 3 or most critical words said by your opponent. Like the first lesson, mirroring seems easy, but it's a very powerful strategy to uncover more information from your counterpart. When you repeat what people say, it will automatically trigger them to elaborate more and spill even more information to you. Repeating people's words to them is more powerful than asking, "What do you mean by that?" In fact, asking "What do you mean by that?" will make them more defensive. But repeating what they say will not only give the impression that you are listening, but will make them open up even more. For example, if your partner says, "I don't want to go out," simply repeat, "You don't want to go out?" This response will make your partner spill critical information that you will need later on. But there's something else you need to know. The most powerful tool in communication is the tone of your voice. How your counterpart perceives the tone of your voice can either make him trusting or distrustful. So before you mirror, be certain that you are using your positive and playful voice. This means you should be relaxed and keep a light attitude. If you start a negotiation with an assertive voice that displays dominance, your counterpart is going to push back. So use your playful voice, mirror their words, wait a few seconds for them to elaborate, and repeat. Lesson number 3, tactical empathy. Tactical empathy is all about imagining yourself in the position of your counterpart. It is understanding their feelings and mindset and hearing what is behind those feelings while focusing on identifying the emotional obstacles standing in the way of the agreement. If you can put yourself in their shoes, you'll be able to figure out their feelings and the reason they do not want to do what you want. When you have recognized their feelings, the next thing you need to do is label their feelings. This means verbalizing and repeating the emotion back to them. For example, if your partner doesn't want to go with you to watch a movie, if you put yourself in his or her position, you might find out that it's because he or she is tired. Once you have made this discovery, your response should be, "It seems like or it sounds like you're tired." When you phrase your response like this, it will encourage your partner to be responsive. Now, even if your label of your partner's emotion is incorrect, it is still very okay because you can simply step back and say, I didn't say that was what it was, I just said it seems like that. After labeling, the next thing you should do is keep quiet and listen to what your partner has to say. Labeling helps to reinforce positive emotions and diffuse negative ones because it makes the person acknowledge their feelings rather than continuing to act out. So if you know that your partner is angry with you, start by saying, it seems like you're angry with me for this or that reason. When you start this way, it clears the air and opens the way for a meaningful conversation. Lesson number 4, master no. When people negotiate, they push hard to get a yes. But the sad truth is that this is the exact reason they do not get to a yes at the end of a day. Good negotiators understand that a no is the start of a negotiation because it provides an opportunity for both sides to clarify what they want by eliminating what they do not want. Most people think that a no simply means the person doesn't want to agree with them. But no can mean, I'm not ready to agree yet, I need more information, or I don't think I can afford it. So when you hear a no, simply ask solution-based questions like, what about this doesn't work for you? Or, it seems like there's something here that bothers you. In the course of negotiation, your counterpart will always have a need to say no. Instead of hoping not to hear a no, you should get them to say no early. When people say no, it helps them to feel safe, emotionally secure, and in control of their decisions. Get your counterpart to say no and see how well it works. Lesson number 5, that is right. You may not know this, but if your counterpart says that is right, it means you are well on your way to getting a yes. But get this, I didn't say you are right. There is a huge difference between that is right and you are right. Let me give you an example. If something is bothering you, and instead of listening to you, your partner keeps giving his or her own opinion, what do you say to shut them up? It's simply agreeing with them by saying you are right. However, when your partner listens to you and repeats what you are feeling, your answer will be that is right. When people say that is right, it means that they feel completely heard and believe that the other party understands them. From this point, the negotiation will move smoothly because there is now an understanding. But how can you get people to say these magic words? It's simply by identifying their emotions and repeating them back to them. This will get them to say the magic words. And when they do that, all that is left for you to do is to tailor your proposal in a way that suits their emotions. Overall, as a negotiator, never be hasty to end negotiations because it can lead to bad judgment and a dissatisfying result. So take your time to listen and gather information from your counterpart. Then use that information to tailor your proposal.